DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. To throw, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
King.
Mayfield down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
180! What's up?
Baker going to give it to Irving. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The Buccaneers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, you got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of the last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Over the middle, complete. That's Banks. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Point it right. Start.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
His height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
180! What's that? Start.
They'll try it now with Irvin. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. He'll complete this one. Okonkwo. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. That is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Mayfield to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. When you look at this defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they can just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To the air, Penix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Falcon first down.
And looking to throw, Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now Penix. Over the middle, he has a Okonkwo. They'll wind up getting 10 back as X sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Falcons.
Here's Penix. Side, it's complete. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw with Penix. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Here's 2nd and 10.
Pistol. 180.
Now Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 12 yards. And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Run. Start.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
180. What's up?
And again, it's Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
What's up?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield looking left side, he's got him in. That's Banks. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
What's up?
A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At the 20-yard line.
Second and 10.
Set. 20. Up, up. Kings. Alert. Stop.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Set. 180. No ball. Read it. Stop.
On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Pistol. Point it right. Run. Rail. Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They're going to look to throw. And complete to Drake London. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd down and 13. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun, Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
180. Regular. Hey, alert. What's that?
They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 48 yards. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Chase McLaughlin
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
A play fake. Now Penix. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
So they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? It keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
That's out quickly to London. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll go play action here with Penix. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he hits him in stride. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Falcons, first down. First and goal at the 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think we've hit that point in the game now where any score you get could be the one that actually wins it. So above all, you want to avoid a turnover that leaves you coming away with nothing.
Penix to the air once more. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
For the 2-point conversion.
Big alert, big alert.
They'll try and throw with Penix. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes. And
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And looking to throw, Penix. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And now they'll shift things around. To the air, Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Penix. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Will be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring up fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And he's caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Looking to throw, Penix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Here's Penix. He'll try and do this himself. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DJ Chark, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone, where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now 2nd and 9. Mayfield now. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Mayfield to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Banks. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
It's 4th down.
Run. Regular. Hey, alert. Watch.
4th down, Mayfield. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll throw with Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Second and 9 now. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Chig Okonkwo, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Buccaneers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, alert! Crunch! 180! Hey, alert 33! Kings! Alert! What's up?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now Mayfield. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Well, that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Regular. Done.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll find McMillan here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here, continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again is Penix. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one is over a long time ago.
Now Penix going to hold on to it, and he wisely will throw that one away. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Mayfield. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Complete to Bucky Irving. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing. Mayfield. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He's to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
21.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over. For the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a two-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last two drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now. Okay, get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a two-score lead, so it's not dire. But at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They are going for it. Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The chart goes in motion left. And looking to throw, Penix. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Robinson up the middle. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
A 45-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It's a gain of 18. Complete to Chris Godwin. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Pistol. What's that?
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught at the back judge right there to say incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, alert 33. Alert, 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 alert. Real. Watch out.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
A loss of 6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 16.
Key. Run. Hey, alert. Opposite. Point it right. Stop.
They'll set up to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bucs get a bit closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
And the Falcons first down.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but